Bill Gates is a billionaire that gets a lot of cred for some, a good amount, like obviously a lot of charitable work and all that. That said, this guy who had magazine articles about his plan to save the world on the very wrong side of history when it comes to the vaccine. He was asked during an interview with Sky News if he thought it would, quote, would be helpful to have vaccine recipes be shared with other countries, and he said no. Asked to explain why, Gates, whose massive fortune as founder of Microsoft relies largely on intellectual property laws that turned his software innovations into tens of billions of dollars in personal wealth, said, quote, well, there's only so many vaccine factories in the world, and people are very serious about the safety of vaccines. And so moving something that has never been done, moving a vaccine, say, from a J&J factory into a factory in India, it's novel. It's only because of our grants and expertise that can happen at all. But no, he doesn't want it to happen. The thing that's holding things back in terms of the global vaccine rollout, he says, is not intellectual property. It's not like there's some idle vaccine factory with regulatory approval that makes magically safe vaccines. You've got to do the trial on these things. Every manufacturing process needs to be looked at in a very careful way. That is not only wrong, that is like the lie he's telling is a fundamentally racist one, that these countries just can't be trusted to do it. That they just, come on, this is complicated beakers and stuff. They don't know how to do that. Yeah, they couldn't make generic versions of medicine in India. That's not a thing that already happens on a wide scale. It's so supremacist. Oh, we're the only ones. What do you mean there's no idle vaccine factories? Well, look, technically there's not an idle vaccine factory, maybe in that they don't even have the recipe yet to spool up a vaccine factory because we're blocking it, which you support. You have to do the trials, the regulatory trials. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do that when you don't have the vaccine to test. They need the recipe so they can start to make it so they can test it to see if it's safe. Do you get how this is working? But he pretends that all of the stuff he's saying that directly benefits financial interests here in the United States makes all the sense in the world.
Did you know, John, though, that like only Internet Explorer will give you accurate results if you search for COVID and coronavirus? It's true.
Yeah.
Only Internet Explorer can do that because it's other search engine and other browsers. They just don't give you that. It can't be Safari. It's gotta be IE. It's very complicated, and you wouldn't understand. No, but seriously, how did we think a man who made his billions monopolizing, bullying, and muscling out competition was going to behave when it came to a vaccine? And therein lies what I think so many have pointed to, which is that billionaires can't be trusted and we need to tax the hell out of them. And we need to stop congratulating them for the philanthropic work they're doing. Clearly, Gates has been handed this opportunity to show just how philanthropic he is, and he's winning when it comes to certain people, but he's absolutely showing his hand that he cares about power. He does not care about actually providing care to people, to the world. He wants all roads to go through him, and that is the behavior of a megalomaniacal billionaire. Hey, funny how money does that.
Yeah, the weird thing though is that considering that the vaccine is chock full of his nanoprobes, it's weird that he doesn't want it spread all over the world.
Right?
Is it possible that this is a psyop? That Bill Gates, standing against vaccine distribution, is supposed to make the right wingers like it? Probably not. The only thing I don't know for sure, but the only thing I know is that we've got to get this guy on SNL. Anyway, there's a reference for you.
Fuck him, there you go.
Anyway.
Tying it all together.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.